sometimes it is just too much.
So embarrassed.
Am I just talking too much?
I don't remember any of that.
There's a lot I don't remember, too. Too much information?
We say that after every one of these, and for some reason, we're employed all the time.
Too much, it's ruined.
I can't believe we have a show.
We might not tomorrow.
Staci and Hutch say too much.
Here we go!
Yay!
Another episode of Say Too Much, and today it's Daniel Arison. Do you like Daniel? My middle name's Daniel. Do you like Daniel? Do you like Danny? Do you like Dan? Like, what does everyone call you?
Probably just Daniel.
Daniel, really?
Yeah, some people call me Dan. I
Makes you sound old, right? Yeah. Dan.
Daniel goes better with the style of music, I think.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I think
That's
so.
good.
From like a pro, I don't know. If you listening to music, if you came up as like, Dan, I think it would have a different vibe. Ladies and gentlemen, Daniel.
Yeah. It's probably stronger, fuller.
Did you ever have a moment when you were starting in this career, like, I should change my name to this and make it a symbol? Or, like, did you have a weird thing? Or you're just like, no.
I never had like a weird thing. I did think at one point, like, should I just go as Daniel? But I don't know. It's not like flashy as Beyonce.
Right. You're
So
right.
I think I'm good.
It's like someone in Minnesota going as Sarah. Like you want something, but it is your identity. It is who you are.
Did anybody ever suggest that you change your name?
No, actually, no.
That's good.
Yeah.
Your parents probably would have said, no, this is our family name. Make us famous, son.
We have so much to talk to you about and not much time, but I want to kind of dive into, how you came about this career, because I'm sure, like most of us, sometimes you fall into it, sometimes you're pulled in different directions. And how did you start out? How did you say, you know what, this is what I want to do?
Yeah.
Did it start with writing, or did it
When
start
was the moment where you said, I might be good at this? This might be a thing.
Yeah. I've always been like involved in arts in general. Like since I can remember myself, I was singing. Growing up, I thought I'll be an actor, actually. But learning like theater and stuff like that, I was actually always like singing. So for a while there, it was just like a hobby, and I did it for fun. Thought maybe to go a different direction, but the music kept calling.
What plays were you in?
I was going to say, what musicals were you in?
You got to tell us.
Theater nerds.
Yeah.
Actually, nothing too glamorous.
Well, I was a good man, Charlie Brown.
Yeah, I was in Snoopy, the sequel.
I don't know. Nothing that I don't know.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to say, because then we're going to end up doing a little play here.
I was on Broadway Rent for a little bit, and nothing big,
No. Maybe in the future. Maybe.
Do you see yourself maybe getting back into acting?
I love acting,
Yeah.
so I would love to do something, with acting.
I bet you have great music videos.
Music videos are one of my favorite things to do with my music. So I'm like a really literal guy when it comes to music. So whatever I write, it's very personal to me. And my music videos, it's like an expansion to the song. It kind of describes what I'm feeling.
That's what I was asking. The one for Selfish.
Yeah.
The music video looks so not dark, but the way that it's shot is very dark, and it's pretty interesting of how it was shot along with the lyrics. Did you have the idea for that music video? Was it a collaborative?
Yeah. So it all started actually in a personal experience that I had with one of my friends. So back to the song for a second. It's a situation I have with one of my best friends. He came to me one day, started screaming at me for like 2 hours, saying that I never call him, I never come by his house. And in the moment, I was like, I denied everything. I didn't know what he was talking about. Then I went home. I had some time to reflect. And I was alone. And I remember I was like, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm selfish. And that's really the idea behind the song. I wrote the song. And when I sat down with the director, it was just that. I told him the exact same story. And I really wanted to capture that transition, that change, the thing that happened with my friend, like the growing up and growing apart. Yeah.
Well, and that's so common. People have their own lives, especially when people get married or they have kids or when lives change. sometimes I'm just living my own life and I don't realize, I don't know if it's necessarily selfishness, but in
People sometimes think it's selfish. I mean, I agree. It's like, it's very natural. You grow up, you do your own thing, and people will call you selfish for going after your dreams,
I'm not kidding. I had a conversation with my little brother last night for about an hour and a half, mostly primarily about that exact situation.
Really?
Send him the song. Send him the song. Send him a link to the song.
I've listened to it, and I didn't kind of realize how exact that tied in with. I'm from Boston, and I've lost touch with my closest friends or whatever. And I made a decision. It was just we kind of grew apart and stuff like that, but. I had the same exact thing happen to me. I got yelled at by a buddy for missing specific things because I was out here. And it's seen as like I'm making a decision for myself, but that has a different impact on the people you're close with.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That blew my mind a little bit.
When you had that situation, what did you do to process? You said you took some time, but like, did you ever think, okay, you're being a little over dramatic here?
Yeah.
Or like, okay, maybe I am distancing, but my life is going this way.
I mean, at the moment, I was really mad. Like, I was sitting there for 2 hours being yelled at. But I'm a very reflective person. So when I had some time to myself, I was like, yeah, it makes sense. I really didn't call him. I really didn't go and see him in his house or his place of work or whatever. And it's, maybe, I was like a bad friend in the moment, but at the same time, I'm focused on so many things. I do my own thing. I'm going after my dreams, doing music. So like saying out loud, okay, you know what? Maybe I'm selfish was just kind of a relief. I was like, okay. I know where I'm at.
Yeah.
That's kind of where the song and the feeling came from.
Does he want a cut of this song now?
I don't know. Who knows? I don't know if he knows it's about him.
Do you find that you're in moments, your best songwriting is in moments of anxiety, anxiousness, maybe depression, or is it happiness?
Yeah, I mean, most of my songs is actually like about stuff like that, like friendship, family, like just self-development, growth.
Yeah.
I'm married, so I'm like writing about like great breakups and stuff like that. It's not really me.
Yeah.
So I rarely write about like love songs. So yeah, a lot of friendship stuff and family.
And what does the wife think about songs that you've written about you guys together or a story, stuff like that? Does she say, don't write about our relationship?
No, I mean, mostly when I write something about my wife, it's really positive and so it's really emotional.
So she's cool with it.
Yeah.
That's good for now, right?
Yeah. Can I state the first time that because now you're deep into you're torn, you've got your entourage of people following you around, but can you go back? We've asked this question a couple times to previous guests of that first time, because you write your songs with your own emotions, stuff like that. The first time you were out in front of a crowd of people that you saw a response that told you like, this is the momentum picking up. People are responding to my music.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I have a song that I wrote and it's not out yet. It's gonna be a long time until it's gonna be out. Actually, a song that I wrote about my daughter, and it was really about just like being in a moment, very emotional for me. I wrote that song for myself, and my whole team and people around me now are listening to the song and like they love the song. And it's crazy because honestly, I just wrote it for myself.
Wow.
So I don't know. It really, you can write what you think is the best song, and then you write a song that you would never think. But it's still, it's not out yet. We never know.
I actually respect you for you, because normally the answers we get is it was, I played a show in Toronto, and the crowd there just told me.
Yeah.
A proper artist says it's the next thing that's coming.
Yeah.
It's always the next thing that I'm working on that is the thing that's going to really grab people.
I mean, for me,
answer.
it's the emotional aspect of it, of actually hearing what people think. Yeah, it's great being in front of 10,000 people and hearing people sing it. But when you hear actually someone in front of you saying, wow, that had an impact on me.
Like that you respect too.
Yeah, that's amazing.
How do you write your music? Like, is it I asked this question of all the artists because I'm so interested because it's so different for every artist.
Yeah.
Is it again lyrics first? Is it music? Like, how do you are you naturally born musician? Do you?
I'm a lyric guy.
Yeah.
So for me, the concept always comes first. I go through something like with my friend. I have this idea in my head, like maybe I'm selfish. The first thing, it goes into my notes. When I'm in the session, I tell the story. We talk about it for like 30 minutes, and I always starts with the lyrics. I mean, I would love for it always to kind of try to fit the melody with the lyrics
Mhm.
and not the opposite. Sometimes opposite, but yeah, it's for me, it's it's the emotion aspect.
Yeah. When it comes to writing the lyrics, are you like, okay, this line doesn't make sense. Next line does. I've got to get rid of one of them. I have to, like, or are you just flowing with it? Are you just going in the moment? Are you more analytical?
I'm depends on the song, but I am analytical about it. Usually I go backwards. I start with the chorus. I get a clear concept of what I want to write. Then I go back to the pre-chorus, then the verse. So it all kind of makes sense.
It's interesting that you start with the chorus.
Yeah.
Do you dream of lyrics? Do you like when you're sleeping, or do you have chaotic dreams like Staci and I will just dream the most chaotic thing? We're not creative in our dreams. We're just like, let me survive this dream. Let me get through it. But it seems like a musician like yourself, you're like, yeah, I'm dreaming of this song or this lyric. And you wake up and you're like, I got to write this down, or I got to.
No, I actually, the first thing that I do, even before I write the song, I just write a bunch of like random things on my notes. It starts really like that. So it's like random sentences, random thoughts, random words. And then when I go to the session, it doesn't kind of lock me in because I know it doesn't have to be in a certain way. I want the whole idea to be a specific.
More fluidity to your creativity almost in a way.
Yeah.
Where you can, that's actually pretty cool. If you don't mind, Spanish?
No, actually, no. I'm from Miami, so
okay. So it's a cute. That's what I'm picking up on. I would have guessed. He looks exactly what, but I shouldn't play guess the ethnicity
No guessing
on a podcast.
No guessing games.
No, but no Spanish. No Spanish.
Okay. I realized I was like, that's how a guy gets in trouble if he starts guessing ethnicities.
Oh my god.
When it comes to where you go from here, Florida's very hard to start a music career in.
Yeah.
It's so hard in that state to really kind of branch out. How are you finding the best way to branch out, especially when you're trying to do, when you start doing smaller venues and you get doing bigger venues, and then obviously social media plays an aspect into it. What's the hardest thing about breaking into that market, especially?
I mean, that market is really, really different. So I'm not sure. Most of my work right now is, it's basically in LA and from that out, So traveling around, going to radio stations right now, in the future, near future, start doing, live concerts. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, Miami is a tricky place.
Well, you got social media too. Is also it's like free advertising for you. So upload.
Yeah, Staci brings up a great point. Like, do you find yourself maybe writing to get that TikTok segment, that song that obviously you're writing because you, but it'd be nice to get it picked up. Like
I don't know. I'm not a huge TikTok guy. I mean, I'm there. You have to be.
That's what you have this guy's for. You got the social media guys to do it for you. You know, it's hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you know what? It's you never know. You never know what's gonna be picked up by TikTok, what's gonna work. I feel like I should just, do whatever makes me, happy and what I like in the song. And if people relate to it, great.
I think the song about your daughter, it's going to be, if you can get it next year for Father's Day, it's going to be picked up, and dads, I just see them twirling their kid, and all that stuff. But where do you go from here? What are you most looking forward to the rest of this year? Obviously releasing more music.
First of all, a lot of new music. So I just released the EP, but there's more music to come, the full album, collaborations, and live shows. Yeah, I'm excited for that.
It's gonna be cool to kind of watch you go through all of this. Are you tired? Are you exhausted yet of all the touring and the radio?
It's a lot to take in. I'm traveling like crazy. I'm seeing all these places that I've never been at, and I'm kind of in and out. But it's fun.
He'll be a mainstay in Minneapolis. The one thing that I've been shocked by moving here is the music. I knew Prince was here and stuff like that, but mainstay at 7th Street, Amsterdam, I think you'll fit here. This will be one of your core people. Forget Miami for a little bit.
We have a good music scene here.
You'll get a core group here. I'm telling you.
We were just talking because I live in Orlando. I said that there's certain things about Florida. We do a dumb Florida story of the day every day because and people get, why are you treating Florida? I'm like, you haven't lived in Florida.
Awesome.
You don't understand. I loved living in Florida. I thought it was great, but it is a very interesting state. When you come outside of that, do you find, I've been here for a while now, so I love Minnesota. Minnesota's my home. Do you find other places to be, when you go to LA or you come to, go to Chicago or you come to, is it kind of an out of body experience? You're going to the Midwest and it's like.
Yeah, you know what? It's kind of strange because my whole life I've been traveling from Miami, maybe New York, LA, not much like traveling in the country, like seeing other like big
cornfields.
Even Chicago, it was my first time in Chicago. It was just like amazing. Had my first deep dish pizza. So yeah, it's a great experience and it's fun. It's been fun.
Yeah.
That was kind of my originally when I was going into, are you Spanish, Cuban, whatever? I was curious where like your family was based or whatever, and it's all Miami, right?
Yeah, I grew up in between. My mom is American, grew up in New York. Dad Israeli. So I kind of my whole life in between Miami and Tel Aviv. That's kind of
that'll be an upbringing.
Yeah,
I would think.
Growing up that way, like you saw the world where a lot of kids didn't see the world, especially that part of the world.
Yeah.
Have you brought any of that growing up, that childhood into your music or no?
Not so much. I mean, I've been influenced mostly from like American culture and like a kind of a Disney kid seeing, so mostly American movies and American artists. So yeah, not so much.
I know nothing about being a Disney kid ever. I would never know anything about
That's not one of your personality traits.
No,
actually.
not at all. I'm not a Disney dad. I never went to.
No,
I am a Disney. I'm still a Disney kid. Well, we can't wait. You're going to perform "Selfish" for us here in just a little bit.
Yeah.
Anything that we've already talked about the song, but is there anything that we should be listening to, like little hidden like aspects of the song that you want listeners to know, or do people take it kind of their own way? And
yeah, I mean, I wrote it for myself and my experience, but I think I kept it broad enough so people can kind of, picture themselves in the song. But yeah, I think if you heard the story, you'll understand the song.
Perfect.
And the new one coming up, do we get, or is that totally embargoed? Everything about
the daughter
that is
one
embargoed?
It's
Off the table, right?
Okay. Hey,
Then
remember us. We get the first play of it then, all right?
Yeah. Then I won't be the jerk interview that really tries to press you on it. We'll be patient. We'll be patient.
All right, so we're going to do "Selfish" coming up next.
Awesome. Hey guys, it's Daniel Arison here, and this is my new single, "Selfish." You say I don't call, I don't ask how you are, I don't come by your house. And you say worst of all that I'm so self-involved and a friendship went south. So much I should have said that stuck up in my head. Now you're the only one who asks how I'm feeling. So much I didn't do when you needed me to. I'm sorry, I should have knew that maybe you're right. Maybe I'm selfish. It seems like I don't care. Yeah, I should have been there. So maybe you're right. Maybe I'm messed up, 'cause you've been through it all with me, water on. Maybe I'm the selfish one. Maybe I'm the selfish one. Maybe I'm the selfish one. I thought we were strong, but I guess I was wrong, and it's me you should blame. And I know it's too late to take back yesterday, but I'm trying to change. So much I should have said that stuck up in my head. Now you're the only one who asks how I'm feeling. So much I didn't do
when you needed me to. I'm sorry, I should've knew that maybe you're right. Maybe I'm selfish, it seems like I don't care. Yeah, I should've been there, so maybe you're right. Maybe I'm messed up, cause you've been through it all with me, what a wrong. Maybe I'm the selfish one. Maybe I'm the selfish one. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm selfish, it seems like I don't care. Yeah, I should have been there, so maybe you're right. Maybe I'm messed up, cause you've been through it all with me, what a wrong. Maybe I'm the selfish one. Maybe I'm the selfish one. Maybe I'm the selfish one.